Bullet holes and shattered glass after a former police officer opens fire outside the federal courthouse in downtown Wheeling. Now the investigation begins into why this happened. We're bringing you live team coverage from the scene right now on 7 News at 5. Good Thursday evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Nate Fluharty. We begin with the latest breaking details out of Ohio County tonight. For the very first time, you're taking a look at the accused gunman, 55-year-old Thomas J. Picard, the man who fired almost 24 shots at the federal courthouse in Wheeling yesterday. Again, this picture of Picard was just released. Neighbors have revealed that Picard told them he had recently found out he had stomach cancer. Security remained tight at the courthouse in Wheeling today while the investigation continues. Let's get right to our Sarah Yingling, who joins us live from the scene. Sarah, what can you tell us?
That's right, Nate. We have just learned about a possible motive of the gunman who fired shots at the federal building yesterday in Wheeling. U.S. Attorney William Ihlenfeld said authorities believe it was an act of animosity towards government. Thomas Picard fired around 20 shots with an assault rifle and a handgun at the federal building in downtown Wheeling yesterday, injuring 3 people. He was shot and killed by U.S. Marshals. Ihlenfeld believes his target was the federal building because of his anti-government bias.
I think it's important for the community to know that for this reason. It does not appear that there were any individuals who were being targeted in the federal building yesterday. It does not appear that there were any offices that were being targeted in the federal building yesterday, be it the U.S. Attorney's Office, the United States Probation Office, or any other office that's located in that building.
The investigation inside and outside the building is still going on, and not much information about the shooter is being released at this time. FBI Special Agent John Hambrick said he is not releasing any more details about the possible motive, the type of rifle or handgun used, or Picard's mental or physical state, or results of the autopsy. Now, Ihlenfeld said that the goal of this press conference was to alert the community that Wheeling is now safe. They hope to have this portion of Chaplin Street open up in the next few days when the crime scene is all finished. And they hope to have an update for us in about a week. Reporting live in Wheeling, Sarah Yingling, 7 News, working for you.
Emergency crews from all over Brooke County responded to the scene shortly after 7 a.m. after that explosion at 2481 Eldersville Road. 7 News reporter Sarah Yingling has been at the scene all morning gathering the latest details. She joins us live right now with the latest. Sarah, what can you tell us?
Neighbors tell me it was the scariest thing they've ever felt or heard when the explosion happened. One neighbor told me that the family who lived at this house called the gas company about an hour before the explosion, complaining of smelling gas. Then the father went to start his car, and that's when the explosion happened. Now 3 people are injured and 1 person is dead.
I thought it was either a plane crash or a house explosion, and she thought it was a plane crash also.
Oh, it sounded like a bomb went off. My whole house shook. My daughter was upstairs getting ready for school and started screaming.
The damage here is horrible. All the houses surrounding the one that exploded have all been impacted. The house across the street had all of its windows blown out. Luckily, no one was in the house at the time. There was debris all over the road and in the grass. The door from the house that exploded flew across the house into the garage of the neighboring house. Now, authorities aren't releasing very much information right now, except that it was possibly caused by a gas leak and that 3 people have been injured. 2 have been taken to Trinity West, 1 flown to a Pittsburgh hospital, and 1 dead. We'll continue to keep you updated on this as we continue to bring you live team coverage of this horrible event. Reporting in Fallensby for 7 News, Sarah Yingling, working for you.
Thanks, Sarah.
7 News reporter Sarah Yingling is there live right now as the walk is set to begin. Sarah?
That's right, Jamie. I'm outside of James Funeral Home, where everyone is getting ready to walk down Main Street to the City Building and then back up to Fallensby Park, where a special memorial service will be started at 6 o'clock. Now, let me step out of the way so you can see part of the service that is getting underway right now. The owner told me that they have received a lot of support from the local businesses and high schools who have brought teams to walk, as you can see. Now, this is the first year for the event, which is part of a national group called Veterans Memorial Care that supports veterans who have passed away. Ministers and members of the Ohio Valley Memorial Veterans Squad are expected to be at the memorial service at 6 which we will be there live, so make sure you turn in an hour. In Follansbee, Sarah Yingling, 7 News, working for you.
Although